This is Mick Elliott from Electronic Specifier. I'm on the Texas Instruments stand at Embedded World, and with me is Artem Aginskiy from Texas Instruments. This morning, Texas Instruments introduced a new family of vision processors, and Artem is the expert, and he will talk us through them.
Absolutely. Thank you. Yeah, so very exciting time today here. I'm really excited to tell you guys a little bit about our latest portfolio that we're launching of our AIM-6A devices, which are vision processing portfolio that enables analytics at the edge. And what that really means is the world is becoming more autonomous, right? And what that means is you need more decision making right there where the sensor data happens. And that's what we call at the edge, right? With that, you need the intelligence to actually make those decisions, because you don't want to make a bad decision, right? You want to make good decisions, but now humans aren't in the point of making that decision. The machines themselves, the electronics are making those decisions. And so where analytics really solves this problem is it can tailor that decision process to the real world data and train around what it sees, right? And make the decisions that are more accurate and, more importantly, over time improve. Right? Where it starts and where it finishes, it only gets better, right? And what makes the TI portfolio so unique is we're actually enabling it at the edge, right? And that's really unique because at the edge you are worried about low power, you have to be affordable because you're now in a lot more places than you've ever been, right? And you have to make it easier, right? Because now our customers, our developers, they have to develop a lot more applications than they've ever had to do before, and you got to get to market even faster, right? And so this is what we have solved with a scalable portfolio that we'll show here in a minute today for our customers, and we are excited to see the innovation that they're going to bring to the market with these platforms. So let's take a second to talk through the actual devices that we're launching here. So it is, as I said, a scalable portfolio of 3 devices, starting with AIM-6A, which is a 1 to 2 camera, up to 2 tops of performance. It's really targeted for applications where you need a couple of cameras, maybe a single camera, right? Very low power, starting less than 2 watts, very affordable, starting under $12. And it's really intended for, let's say, a home application, right? You want to see when your package gets delivered, or an animal runs across your yard, things like that. But what makes this very unique is now you can do it directly at the edge where the data happens, and so you're much lower latency, right? That decision can happen faster. I'm sure we all have doorbell cameras that go to the cloud and you don't get notified for 5 seconds that somebody's at your door, and then you're like running right over to open the door. Well, you no longer have to worry about it. You actually get that decision right there when the data happens, all right? We then also have a 6.8A, which is scale up from 6 to 8 to introduce more cameras, more analytics performance. So now you can do more complex scenes. You can do surround view, right? With up to 8 cameras, you can see the whole world around you, right? And we see a lot of these applications being utilized inside factories, right? Where you're trying to add safety with cobots, right? Where machines and people are interacting. You want to make sure that whatever the machine does is very safe. Right, and that's where products like this enable our customers to innovate, right, and co-locate with people, right? And then as we scale up to 6.9A, we're taking that up even further, right? Where we could do 8 cameras and 8 tops here, we're taking that up to 12 cameras with 32 tops. So now you can pretty much solve any problem at the edge without having to worry about your power consumption, without having to worry about the cost, because we're low cost and affordable, right? And with all these products, the software is the same, right? So as our customers develop on these platforms, they can switch to the right performance, size to the right cost, and solve the problem the right way. Thank you.
Okay, the products are available now?
Yeah, absolutely. That's a really great point. You can actually go to TI.com today and order each of the development kits that you've seen here and get started today. The software is on TI.com, documentation, and lots of examples. Actually, every demo that you see here is available in source code on TI.com.
Okay, that's terrific. Artem Aginskiy, thank you very much indeed.
Okay.